All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Hey, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He completes it to Boyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
I'm here. They go 368.
Dalton here from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Shred, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he was going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
93, 52, 93, 44 snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
Hands up, Larry. Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go
Throwing again. Dalton. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Titans First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Shoves him aside. That's caught by Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Man up, deep. Man up, deep. Over. Hey, 4-1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
At the Texans' 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Check nickel.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 7 yards to go.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Dalton. It's caught. Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Another try for Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Andy Dalton, touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find the crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's caught by Smith. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First and 10 for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Stop your whining.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw here. The throw taken in by Sims. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
They'll set up a throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Situation, let's go. Check.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Lead. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch twist. Move.
Dalton bootlegs out. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Andy Dalton now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
From midfield here, Dalton. Got an open man. It's Washington. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 17-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's third down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hands up.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up third and 3.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
We play to win. Let's
The
go.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Again, it's Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now to the air, Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost up.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Texans, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.